Thank you guys for stopping in and watch this video. So when my previous channel got taken down, we are in the middle of working on wiring our solar panels. So we have 6 large production chicken houses, and we are building solar down there so it will take our power bill down significantly. But anyways, we are in the middle of doing that and post videos on that, so I feel bad for just sticking you guys right in the middle of what we're doing. So I'm going to give you the latest video I posted on my other channel, which got taken down. It's sort of the start of the project, so that way you guys know the full swing of everything and know everything that's going on. So some of you guys, if you came from my other channel, you may have already watched this video. If you didn't get a chance to, then I guess it's your lucky day. But thank you all for watching as always, and I'm going to show a few clips of our solar panels so that way you know what point we're at in building them. Little secret, we don't have the actual solar panel yet, but we're getting there. So we got a stake on one of our electric motors that has broken, lost connection, so we're going to show you how we fix that. So do you want to tell them about how good of a joy it is to get to these jokers?
Oh, it's very fun. Very fun. Especially when you forget your headlamp. So you can find them usually. Like this one. Look there. See? Stake on, they just break off. These things ain't moving. Why are they breaking? I've asked that question. Nobody can give me an answer, but we're stuck changing all of them. Like that one that just came off here, they crack in half. How do they crack in half? You know, these things ain't getting abused. But yeah, that's the fun joy of it.
So right now on the other side of the barn, those vent doors are closed too, so obviously they are aligned with each other and they open at the same time, so they're not going to open right now. We have 4 barns and we have 1 tunnel machine, 2 vent machines, and 10 heaters, and it's not us we're doing it, it's a manufacturing issue they had back when we built these barns. And as you can see with stake ons, we're still living it out today, and we've had trouble with all of them, the vent machines, the tunnel machines, and the heaters. Some barns, every one. So obviously the vent door fixing ain't anything worth a half a video. It's like a 30-second thing. But anyways, so we got these posts right here, and we're moving on to, as you can see behind me, solar panel. I'm going to say this in a really dumb way so that you guys can say it and I can understand it too. These solar panels are pretty much split in half, so that way you got one half and you got the other half. One half is 400 amps, the other half is 400 amps. So we got 4 breaker boxes, 2 for each side, and 1 breaker box is 200 amps, add another one that's 400 amps, equals one side, and then you have the other 2 for the other side.
Now we wanted 2 400 amp because there's 2 separate arrays. We wanted 400 amp breaker boxes, but good luck finding a 400 amp breaker box right now, because I guess I've called 15 places and it's all 3 months to 6 months out, and I can't find any on eBay or anywhere. And so the inspector let us do 4 200 amp breaker boxes. So hard time finding them too. Lead times on them was October, but we found some on eBay that was brand new.
In other words, you're saying you're tired of waiting and want these things running. Even though it is hard to have solar panels without the actual solar panel.
There's one big key factor missing in the background here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell it, but
we're missing the solar panels.
Yeah, there's a panel missing.
We were told sometime in July, I don't know if you can see behind me, the one thing that makes solar panels work are solar panels, and we don't have those. So what we're doing here, as you can see, we got 3 poles in the ground, and we're gonna run 2 horizontal, what's this called? Unistrut, and the breaker boxes will be attached to this piece running right here. We're just gonna continue on with the struggle here. So my dad grabbed the bolts with the, I guess called that washer attached to the boat of the head. This thing where you don't have to use your own washer. Anyways, long story short, it's got the railing on here, and the washer and the boat thing won't fit down. It won't fit down through there. So, did you use the method with the chain locks and bending them out?
No, but I have the method of you walking up to the water room because there's some bolts up there that don't have this.
Oh, never mind then. We got the Unistrut going horizontal on there now, and she's supposed to be holding breaker boxes, not a watermelon. She's pretty wobbly. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not. She's wobbling. So do you want to tell the peoples about how when we went to dig these holes, I suggested the posto digger that goes on the tractor, and you brought the one, but you didn't bring the one that went on the tractor. You brought the manual one.
I did. It's what I used when I was a kid. No telling how many post holes I've dug with those.
You know what he said to me? He said, I was complaining about having to dig the 3 holes 2 feet deep, and he said, I'll dig more holes in my child than you ever will in your whole lifetime with these things.
You'll take more time hooking up the post hole digger and bringing it down here than digging the hole.
I know, but it was so hard and the ground was hard. But look at these things. Most kids probably don't even know what these things look like. I know what they look like. I prefer not to use them. She needs some work. The bushings are gone out of her, and she's a bit wobbly in the...
Why don't you show them how you use them?
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what you dig the hole with, this end right here. So when you first start, you take it like this, and you slam it down as hard as you can. Turn it 90 degrees, slam it again, and do that all over again until you get like your hole started. And then you take these things and slam it as hard as you can into the ground like this. And then you work your scissors back and forth. You pull them across like that, and you pull it out and see what you got. You just did all that work to get about a handful of dirt out of the hole. As being Christians, we try to keep our attitudes in a positive manner.
Yeah, but
frustration levels do rise a lot.
Well, a lot of it stems back to the Unistrut we were going to make work. And so
here, you want to go show them? No.
It's too thin, but it's going to be all right. But then we got 3/8 by 1 bolts, and then they're too long by about 1/8 of an inch. So we got to get washers to make them work, or put the thicker Unistrut on there, which is more money and more time. Well, then we buy, I don't know, what is it, 700 feet of conduit?
Yeah.
From Menards. That stuff sits out there in the sun all day long. We've had it for a week.
And the crap's warped and we can't get it.
Go show them what it looks like kind of glued together.
So anyways, the conduit's been here a week, just sitting outside waiting for us to get the glue together. And the crap, the camera may not pick it up, but it's warped and the other end won't glue into it. So therefore,
that means we gotta cut it, put a coupling in it.
Yeah, cut it, put a coupling in it. I mean, it's just one thing after another. So we went to our local store and got this Unistrut, and we told them we want the wide Unistrut, and they sent us a skinny. And so when we got there, they said they would take this and they'd order us the wide like we said, but we said no, we're gonna go and we're gonna try to make this stuff work. Well, we're looking back on that decision right now and wishing we just went and got the wide like we originally ordered. But they did take responsibility for the decision. But anyways, long story short, the breaker boxes are not going to fit on here without some modifications done to the bolts. So can't work on this tonight like we planned. So then we moved to the conduit, and as you saw, the stupid stuff warped. So like I said, as showing our faith and representing being Christians, we try to keep our attitudes at a very positive level. But I won't lie, frustration levels do rise a lot. Don't frustration levels rise?
Yeah.
Did we ever show them your boo-boo from when you were pulling wire through?
No, but I just tried to glue that in and hit my arm, and now I've got a knot coming up.
You're having quite a day. Yeah, when we were pulling wire through up at the water room, right up there, he was pulling it, and I guess his hand slipped or something. It ripped a big chunk of skin off his pinky. So he's been limited on what he can do with that finger now. And now he just hit his hand putting conduit together. And now a knot came up. Now sometimes I wonder with being a YouTuber if it wasn't the good decision for me. Because all I gotta do is carry the camera around and let him take all the injuries. Rolling for that one. I just fell in a big hole. So as you can tell, it's definitely gotten darker outside, so we probably spent around an hour-ish working. So we got this whole top run right here. We got all the conduit ran to those breaker boxes and glued together. The conduit did get better as we got to working it. It's definitely warped and there's a manufacturing issue, but probably 80% of it glued together like it's supposed to. And the others, we just had to cut it right here and put a coupling on it right here. I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, we're going to be starting a new video of continuing this project. So thank you all for watching. Hope you tune in for the next one. Remember, faith, family, farming. See you in the next one.